Have you ever felt a calling deep within you, urging you to embark on a journey that promises transformation but also brings uncertainty? The path of spiritual growth is often winding and filled with both challenges and revelations, beckoning us to confront the very essence of who we are. As we step onto this sacred road, we find ourselves becoming more attuned to our inner selves, pushing past the familiar comforts that once anchored us in complacency. Along the way, we begin to embrace challenges as the very catalyst for our enlightenment, recognizing that each hurdle is not just an obstacle but an invitation to grow. Before we continue, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming content that can transform your spiritual journey. If you're seeking more light and inspiration for your path, go ahead and give this video a like now. It helps us share this message with even more people. Share your experiences, questions, or topics you would like to see here in the comments. We are all learning together. And if you know someone who needs this message today, share this video and spread more light into the world. Now, let's continue. As we traverse this new terrain, it becomes clear that every spiritual seeker encounters significant trials that test their resolve and invite profound introspection. These challenges are essential. They are the dark nights of the soul that lead us to rethink our perceptions and deepen our understanding of love, purpose, and connection. Embracing these moments, we learn to welcome discomfort as a wise teacher, guiding us toward our higher selves. In this journey, we discover that the challenges we face are not accidents but integral parts of our soul's evolution, nudging us closer to the light we inherently seek. Ultimately, embracing the spiritual challenges we encounter makes us resilient and flexible. We learn that the journey is less about reaching a destination and more about the experiences we gain along the way. It's a symphony of trials that tune our hearts to harmony. As we lean into our fears and doubts, something magical occurs. We shift our focus from what we lack to the potential for growth. Each step forward becomes a declaration of our commitment to our path, reminding us that the real treasure lies not in what we achieve, but in the courage it takes to walk through the storms of our spirit with an open heart. What shadows lurk within your heart, waiting for the light of consciousness to bring them to the surface? The abyss of fear often looms large as we venture deeper into our spiritual quest. It is in these dark recesses that we confront the aspects of ourselves we've long avoided, our insecurities, traumas, and regrets. Facing our shadows requires immense courage, as these fears can often feel insurmountable, yet they are not merely adversaries. They are gateways to profound self-discovery, urging us to examine the beliefs that keep us shackled and inviting us to reclaim our power. When we dare to confront these fears, we begin a process of integration, learning to acknowledge and accept parts of ourselves we may have deemed unworthy or broken. This journey into the abyss is akin to peeling away layers of an onion. With each layer we shed, we can release pent-up emotions and heal old wounds. In this brave confrontation, we discover that fear, at its core, is not our enemy but rather a messenger, revealing areas of our lives that require healing, understanding, and compassion. The real transformation occurs when we choose to face what terrifies us with open arms, realizing that the only way out is through. They are intertwined. As we rise from the depths of our fears, we cultivate resilience and a newfound sense of freedom. Confronting our shadows allows us to illuminate our true selves, enabling our essence to shine brighter. With each fear we face, we reclaim fragments of our spirit, becoming whole in ways we never imagined possible. The journey through the abyss becomes a rite of passage, a testament to our courage and a reminder that the most profound insights often spring from the darkest places. Ultimately, we learn to walk with our shadows, transforming them into allies on our spiritual journey, guiding us toward the light of our authentic selves. What would it be like to release the illusion that you can control everything in your life? The challenge of letting go is a profound spiritual task that uncovers our deepest desires for safety and certainty. In a world that often glorifies control and predictability, the act of surrendering can feel terrifying. Yet, it is through this very act of letting go that we begin to discover authenticity and inner peace. Releasing our grip on the way we think things should unfold opens us up to the mysteries of existence, showing us that life often has richer plans than our limited vision allows us to perceive. As we learn to navigate the waters of spontaneity and unpredictability, we come face to face with our fears of vulnerability and the unknown. The truth is, holding on to control creates rigidity, while surrendering cultivates flexibility. By allowing ourselves to float on the currents of life rather than swim against them, we align with the natural rhythms of the universe. This shift in mindset encourages us to cultivate trust, not only in ourselves but also in the process of life itself. Surrender becomes an act of faith, where we realize that sometimes letting go paves the way for extraordinary new beginnings we could never have orchestrated on our own. This journey of letting go isn't about resignation. Rather, it's a leap toward liberation. When we release the need to control every outcome, we find freedom in uncertainty. We can embrace each moment as it unfolds, response rather than reaction. We become open to learning through experiences and open to receiving the gifts life has to offer. In the end, true freedom is found not in grasping for certainty, but in the ability to navigate the ebb and flow of life with grace and acceptance, trusting that every twist and turn is guiding us closer to our true selves. Have you ever experienced the gut-wrenching feeling that accompanies a deep awakening, like your heart is being cracked open? The heartbreak of awakening is one of the most profound challenges we face on our spiritual journey. As we peel back the layers of our conditioned self, we often encounter grief, not just for lost dreams or relationships, but for the illusions we've clung to about our identity and the world around us. This pain, however, can be a powerful catalyst for transformation. It's in these moments of heartbreak that we begin to find our authentic selves, often buried under years of expectation and pretense. In the throes of awakening, we may find ourselves questioning everything we once held to be true. The familiar becomes unfamiliar, and the comfort of our routines crumbles, leaving us feeling exposed and vulnerable. But this process, while undoubtedly painful, invites us to transform our relationship with suffering. By embracing our heartache, we open ourselves to the deeper lessons that await us. It is through this discomfort that we uncover the capacity to grow, to love, and to connect more deeply with others. The vulnerability we experience becomes a bridge that fosters genuine connection and understanding between us and the world. Ultimately, the heartbreak of awakening teaches us that pain is a part of the human experience, not something to be avoided or feared. In the depths of our sorrow, we often find the seeds of compassion and hope. Each experience of heartbreak becomes a reminder that our journey isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about learning to embrace the messiness of life and finding beauty within it. As we navigate these tumultuous waters, we realize that light can emerge from our pain, illuminating our path forward and igniting an unquenchable desire to live authentically and fully. Thus, the heartbreak of awakening ultimately guides us toward a more profound and resilient sense of self. What voices echo in your mind, questioning your worth and ability? The labyrinth of self-doubt can be a disorienting experience for anyone on a spiritual path. As we journey inward, we often confront an inner critic that challenges us at every turn. This self-doubt can manifest in myriad ways, like a shadowy figure whispering discouragements and fears, persuading us that we are not enough or that we cannot achieve our spiritual aspirations. Recognizing and acknowledging these voices is the crucial first step in dismantling their power over us. Navigating through this labyrinth requires courage and self-compassion. Instead of succumbing to the oppressive weight of self-doubt, we can begin to reframe our internal dialogue. Every time we face moments of uncertainty, we have the opportunity to challenge the narratives we've accepted, reframing them with kindness and acceptance. By collecting evidence of our achievements and embracing our unique journeys, we can counteract the tendrils of self-doubt that threaten to hold us back. This transformative process allows us to understand that we embody both strengths and weaknesses, and both are essential parts of our growth. Ultimately, as we traverse the twists and turns of self-doubt, we emerge with a deeper sense of self-awareness and confidence. The labyrinth, once a source of confusion, transforms into a sacred space of understanding, revealing the intricate relationship between our perceived limitations and our infinite potential. By facing our inner critic openly, we cultivate resilience and a willingness to step beyond our comfort zones. In doing so, we pave the way for self-acceptance and authenticity, learning that it is not our doubts that define us, but rather how we rise above them that shapes our spiritual journey. Have you ever felt the weight of isolation as you embark on your spiritual journey? The isolation of expansion can be one of the harshest realities of awakening. As we evolve and grow, it's common to outgrow relationships and environments that no longer resonate with our new truths. This process can initially feel lonely, as if we've stepped into a vast desert of disconnection where old support systems have faded away. Yet, this isolation is often a necessary part of our transformation, prompting us to turn inward and build a stronger connection to our true selves. During these times of solitude, we have the opportunity to deepen our understanding of who we are at our core. This introspection can feel daunting, but it is essential for our spiritual growth. It's in the silence that we can hear the whispers of our soul, encouraging us to embrace our unique path. As we work through feelings of loneliness, we learn to nurture ourselves and foster self-love, ultimately transforming our isolation into a sanctuary for personal development. This period of introspection allows us to clarify our values, desires, and aspirations, setting the foundation for future connections that are aligned with our new selves. Moreover, the beauty of the isolation of expansion is that it prepares us for the community that lies ahead. As we embrace our authentic journey, we naturally attract like-minded souls who resonate with our experiences. The isolation we initially felt becomes a fertile ground for profound connections with others who share our vision for spiritual growth. By transcending our feelings of isolation, we emerge stronger and more aware, ready to weave ourselves into a vibrant community that supports and uplifts our journeys. Recognizing that we are not meant to walk this path alone brings a sense of freedom and belonging to our hearts as we continue to evolve. What masks do you wear to protect your ego, and how do they obscure your true self? The temptation of ego can be one of the most subtle yet powerful challenges on our spiritual journey. As we dive deeper into self-discovery, we often encounter the ego's desperate attempts to maintain control and identity. This illusion can lead us to believe we are separate from others, or that our worth is defined by our accomplishments, status, or possessions. Recognizing the ego's voice is essential, as it often misguides us, preventing authentic connection and growth. When we begin to see through the veil of ego, we are invited to peel away the layers that mask our essence. This can be an uncomfortable process, as the ego fiercely resists any attempts to dissolve its grasp. However, as we cultivate awareness and embrace humility, we discover that true strength lies in vulnerability. Surrendering the need for validation allows us to explore our authenticity and remove the barriers that keep us from engaging with life and others fully. In these moments, we realize that our intrinsic value does not come from external achievements, but from our inherent nature as beings of love and light. Ultimately, recognizing the false self gives way to profound transformation. By understanding the ego's role in our lives, we cultivate compassion for ourselves and for others, realizing that we are all intricately connected in this human experience. As we allow our true selves to shine through, we create space for genuine relationships, deeper understanding, and a sense of belonging that transcends societal labels. The journey towards shedding the temptation of ego is not simply an individual endeavor. It's a collective awakening that fosters unity and compassion in a world desperately in need of connection. Embracing our true selves enables us to rise above the illusions of separation, paving the way for a life of authenticity and purpose. What if you could find freedom by simply surrendering to the flow of life? The gift of surrender is one of the most powerful lessons we encounter on our spiritual journey. In a culture that celebrates control and ambition, the idea of letting go often feels counterintuitive. Yet, surrendering is not about giving up. It's about trusting the processes of the universe and acknowledging that we are not always meant to know the outcome. By relinquishing our need to force situations, we open ourselves to extraordinary possibilities and allow life to unfold in ways we could never imagine. Embracing surrender invites us to confront our fears of uncertainty and vulnerability. We may initially resist this concept, fearing it may lead to chaos or helplessness. However, through practice, we learn that surrender is an active choice, one that fosters resilience and adaptability. It asks us to take a step back, trust that we are supported by unseen forces, and recognize that often the most profound insights arise from moments of stillness. By allowing ourselves to be guided by our intuition and the ebb and flow of life, we cultivate a sense of peace amidst the chaos and doubt. Ultimately, the gift of surrender transforms our relationship with challenges. Rather than viewing obstacles as barriers, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. By allowing life to guide us, we can respond with grace to the unexpected, welcoming the lessons hidden within each experience. Surrendering empowers us not to resist the currents of life but to flow with them, creating a deeper sense of connection with ourselves and the universe. This trusting acceptance allows love and wisdom to flourish within us, nurturing our spiritual evolution and guiding us effortlessly toward our true path. What invaluable lessons can be gleaned from each challenge we endure on our spiritual quest? Lessons learned from our experiences are the jewels of wisdom that shape our understanding of life and ourselves. Each challenge we face on our journey not only tests our resilience, but also deepens our insight into our inner world. As we encounter obstacles, we are offered the sacred opportunity to pause, reflect, and extract the meaningful insights that will guide our future actions. The wisdom gained from navigating tough situations becomes a source of strength and clarity as we continue our evolving path. In confronting the shadows of fear, we learn that courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means recognizing it and choosing to act anyway. Letting go of control teaches us the beauty of trust and the importance of surrendering to life's natural flow. When we encounter heartbreak, we uncover the essence of compassion and the realization that pain can lead to profound growth. With each encounter in the labyrinth of self-doubt, we discover our resilience, recognizing that self-acceptance is the foundation of our journey. It is in embracing our imperfections that we find our true strength. The culmination of these lessons leads us to a heightened sense of connection with ourselves and others. As we share our insights with the community around us, we contribute to a collective understanding of spiritual growth, recognizing that together we weave a tapestry of shared experiences. The transformative wisdom gained from each challenge equips us to navigate future trials with grace and confidence. Ultimately, these lessons illuminate our spiritual journey, serving as reminders that growth often emerges from discomfort, and every challenge we face is a stepping stone toward our authentic selves. How does resilience play a pivotal role in shaping our spiritual journey? Surviving the storm is a testament to our ability to endure challenges that test our resolve and commitment to growth. In the face of adversity, resilience emerges as a vital skill, allowing us to navigate the turbulent waters of life with courage and grace. Each experience of hardship serves as a proving ground for our inner strength, where we learn to rise again after falling, to find hope amid despair, and to understand that each storm is temporary yet transformative. Through these trials, we often uncover layers of perseverance we never knew existed. Resilience teaches us that pain is not merely an obstacle. It can ignite our passion and determination. Embracing resilience empowers us to adapt, find meaning in our struggles, and foster a deeper connection to our authentic selves. As we lean into the storms of life, we begin to recognize our capacity for growth and the profound lessons these experiences teach us. They cultivate empathy, compassion, and a shared understanding of our human condition. Ultimately, learning to survive the storm allows us to turn our scars into stories of triumph. We emerge from our challenges not as victims but as warriors of the spirit, equipped to tackle future hardships with a newfound perspective. Our resilience not only inspires those around us, but creates a ripple effect, reminding others of their innate strength. As we carry forth the wisdom gained from surviving the storms of our journey, we become beacons of hope for others seeking their path. In this way, resilience not only shapes our individual journeys, but also unites us in the shared experience of the human spirit's capacity to endure and thrive. What does it truly mean to thrive beyond mere survival? From surviving to thriving represents a significant transition in our spiritual journey, where we move from merely getting by to embracing our fullest potential. This evolution is about more than just overcoming challenges. It's about cultivating a life filled with purpose and joy. When we transcend survival mode, we begin to align our actions with our values, passions, and unique gifts. This alignment sparks a vibrant energy that fuels our growth and encourages us to explore new avenues of expression, creativity, and connection. As we shift our focus from survival to thriving, we cultivate self-awareness and intentionality in our daily lives. This journey involves embracing a holistic approach to our well-being, acknowledging and nurturing our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. We realize that to thrive, we must invest time in self-care, nurturing our relationships, and pursuing our interests with authenticity. It's about creating a fulfilling life that resonates with our true essence and allows us to share our light with the world. Ultimately, the journey from surviving to thriving is marked by a commitment to growth, both personally and collectively. As we cultivate a mentality of abundance, we inspire those around us to awaken to their potential and embark on their own journeys of transformation. This collective shift paves the way for a more compassionate, interconnected world, where individuals uplift one another in their journeys. Thriving is not merely a destination. It is an ongoing process of embracing life's richness, celebrating our authentic selves, and contributing to the greater tapestry of humanity. How powerful are the bonds we create within a community of like-minded souls? The power of community plays a pivotal role in our spiritual growth, providing the support, encouragement, and camaraderie we often need as we navigate our journeys. When we connect with others who share similar aspirations and values, we create a space of understanding that fosters authenticity and vulnerability. This sense of belonging enhances our experiences, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles and triumphs. It cultivates a network of interconnectedness that magnifies our collective strength. In a nurturing community, we benefit from shared wisdom and diverse perspectives that enhance our understanding of the spiritual path. Engaging in discussions, participating in group activities, and sharing our experiences help to validate our feelings and empower our growth. This exchange of ideas allows us to recognize that each person's journey is unique and yet intertwined, weaving a rich tapestry of human experience. The mutual support and love found within a community cultivate an environment where we can openly explore our spiritual questions and doubts without judgment, promoting healing and connection. Ultimately, the power of community not only accelerates our individual growth, but also amplifies our impact on the world around us. As we stand together, we inspire one another to rise, to face challenges, and to celebrate our victories. This shared energy creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves, fostering a culture of compassion, empathy, and unity. By embracing community as a vital aspect of our spiritual journeys, we unlock the potential to transform not only our lives, but the lives of others, propelling us all toward collective healing and growth. What does it mean to rise stronger after facing adversity? Cultivating courage through adversity is a fundamental part of our spiritual journey, transforming our struggles into profound strengths. Each challenge we encounter tests our limits, pushes us to confront our fears, and invites us to step into our power. While these experiences can initially feel overwhelming, they serve as the crucible in which our truest selves are forged. Each setback offers us an opportunity to learn resilience, embrace vulnerability, and ultimately emerge stronger than ever before. In moments of hardship, tapping into our inner courage leads to significant personal growth. When we face discomfort head-on, we discover that we are capable of far more than we ever believed. This journey of facing adversity not only toughens our resolve, but also deepens our appreciation for life's gifts. With each challenge surmounted, we gain confidence in our ability to navigate life's unpredictability, understanding that we can grow from every experience, both good and bad. Courage becomes a habit, an inner muscle we strengthen through practice and by making the choice to rise again after each fall. Ultimately, the courage we cultivate empowers us to inspire others who may be facing their own trials. Our stories of resilience become beacons of hope for those who feel lost or defeated, reminding them of their own strength and potential. By sharing our experiences, we contribute to a collective narrative of overcoming and thriving, fostering a sense of community and support. Recognizing that rising stronger is a continuous process, we learn to celebrate our victories, big and small, and embrace the journey of courage as an essential aspect of spiritual evolution. What insights can we gain from the triumphs of others who have faced spiritual trials? Real stories of those who overcame spiritual hardships serve as powerful reminders that we are never alone in our struggles. Each individual journey is a unique tapestry woven with threads of pain, resilience, and ultimate awakening. By sharing these narratives, we connect on a deeper level, learning from the experiences and wisdom of those who have trod similar paths. Hearing how others have navigated their challenges encourages us to embrace our own journeys with renewed hope and courage. The strength of real stories lies in their ability to resonate with our own experiences and feelings. They illustrate that adversity is not exclusive to a select few, but a universal aspect of the human experience. When individuals share their battles, whether with self-doubt, heartbreak, or isolation, they create a bridge of empathy that allows us to see reflections of ourselves in their journeys. Through their triumphs, we gain inspiration and motivation, reminding us that we too can overcome and grow from our trials. These stories often highlight the transformative moments that define personal journeys, illuminating the path to spiritual enlightenment. Ultimately, the voices of those who have overcome spiritual trials serve as powerful catalysts for collective healing and growth. By sharing our stories and listening to others, we foster a supportive community that values vulnerability and authenticity. Each narrative adds to the rich and diverse tapestry of spiritual evolution, creating a collective force that empowers us all. The lessons gleaned from these stories become guiding stars on our individual paths, reminding us that through the storm, we can emerge not just as survivors, but as thriving expressions of our true selves. Are you ready to embark on the transformative journey toward enlightenment? The path of enlightenment is an enticing yet demanding expedition that invites us to confront our deepest fears, desires, and illusions. It requires us to walk through the trials and joys of life with an open heart and a mindful spirit. Embracing the challenges that come our way not only enhances our understanding of ourselves, but also deepens our connection to the universe and to those around us. This journey unfolds in layers, revealing truths and insights that often push us beyond our comfort zones, ultimately leading us to a heightened state of awareness. As we traverse the path of enlightenment, we learn to embrace the paradoxes of existence: light and shadow, joy and sorrow, love and pain. Each experience becomes an essential teacher, guiding us toward a broader understanding of life's complexities and the interconnectedness of all beings. We begin to cultivate compassion for ourselves and others, recognizing that every soul is on its own unique journey. This awareness fosters a sense of belonging and unity, empowering us to contribute positively to the world as we rise in consciousness together. Ultimately, the journey toward enlightenment is an invitation to live authentically and fearlessly. It beckons us to let go of the illusions that bind us and to step into our true power as creators of our realities. As we commit to this path, we discover that enlightenment is not solely a destination. It is a way of being, a continuous unfolding of love, wisdom, and grace. With each choice we make, we align ourselves with our highest potential, ready to walk the path with courage, open-heartedness, and an unwavering belief in the transformative power of our spiritual journey. Are you ready to take the first step?